Now, I know that everyone is very happy right now with the bull market going on in the US market. But the thing is this, guys, something is definitely very wrong with the 1 year and 3 months US Treasury curve. And if it versus the CNN Greed and Fear Index, I believe that today there will be some selling in the market and probably it may prolong for the next few days. So traders, if you are interested to know more why we shorted the Dow at 42,076, let's go into details right now. Now, first of all, disclaimer apply as usual. Take note of that. Now, let's go into this, the CNN Fear and Greed Index. Now, this index has been widely used because it's a good contrarian index, whereby when we see the index is at greed factor, usually the market will go into some profit taking soon. Vice versa, where the market is at extreme fear itself, it's a good time to buy into the market. This is something that we have been noticing over the last many years. All right, so let's go into detail right now. You can see the S&P and the 125 days moving average, we are pretty high. But one thing to note is that every time when the market hit an all-time high, you have the tendency to pull back to the moving average. Got my point? So it may not be every time, but it will pull near to it. So recently it was on August itself. You can see S&P was at 56.48 and it pulls right down, just missed out the moving average by about 60 points. So if this will continue, I kind of suspect that there is a possibility that the S&P 500 may pull back down to the MA. And at the moment now, the MA is trading at about 53.70 right now. So a bit of profit taking is really possible. Then, of course, the stock price strength, we are now definitely at a very high level. And this is the highest level since the start of the year. The last time we saw this was in March 28, and we know what happened in the market, take some profit. And the next one was back in December 29, where the market took some profit. So with the current level right now here, we are definitely very highly potential to see a reversal in the near term. The stock price breadth is also considered a near high, not the extreme high yet. So if some of you guys say that maybe we need a bit more push up, well, it is possible from here. But if you look at put and call options, we're definitely at the factor I call it greed, because why? Every time when this happened itself, right, people are getting a bit worried and stuff like that. And the market volatility, we're at the lower end right now, so it's neutral. But the safe haven demand has went up. It's something that we have seen before. But most importantly, the junk bonds demand also went down. So basically, everybody is kind of confident that the bull market will continue. But if you look into this one here, which is going to be very important, this is the 1 year versus the 3 months US Treasury yield curve. Now, it seems to be based on the dot plot from the Federal Reserve that they're going to do one more full percentage cut next year. So the thing is this, if this is going to be added on, then this will be the lowest level ever since 1960s. Now, one thing to note, whenever this thing happens, all right, you will notice that the US market will go into recession, which I covered this before in the previous video. But more important, the stock market will be down by quite a bit. So which means that whenever it goes down, you can see the stock market in 1974, it went down by 40%. In 1979, it went down by 30%. In 2002, 40%. And the 2019, 20%. So you add together the lowest levels 20% and the highs for 40%, which means the average is about 30%. So it is possible that the S&P will fall by 30%. Well, I don't think it will happen now. I don't think so. But I think that a 5% before, a 5% fall before the US presidential election, I think it's very possible. So that's the reason why I'm not comfortable to buy at any time right here, right now. And of course, if you look at the chart, this is the most recent chart on the Dow Jones. You can see, right, this is where we extrapolate the upside potential from here. And then we extend it. We have a lot of common hitting point. And of course, there are some exact points. And now where we are, we're somewhere here. So based on the RSI reading too, I kind of believe that there is a possibility that the Dow Jones could peak around 42,200. Somewhere, it just happened yesterday. And that means it's like peak at 42,200 around the area. And then there could be a pullback to somewhere around here. And that's about 40,000 or 41,000 around somewhere around there. So I believe that this could be the 1,000-point move in the next few days if the market really pulls back on some kind of like profit taking or fear factor. And of course, we have done a short position, a small short position. With our stop loss at 42,250. We showed at 42,076 is open secret here. And of course, our target is 41,055. So of course, if we do make money from here, we'll take 10% of this for some charity act. Now, the last one is the gold market. Now, we've been buying gold over the last few months, and we've been pretty accurate. So you can see that this is our recent gains in the market, and we are very happy that people are actually making money from it too. Now, the thing is this for gold, we kind of suspect that gold will be going up, but not so fast, because 2,600 is a very strong resistance, which we saw the last few days, but today it broke past it. So it has to stay above 2,600. All right, it'll stay above that for the upside to go to 2,650. All right, that is the target for gold for the next few weeks. But if gold fails to stay above 2,600, then there is a high chance it may pull back to 2,546 area. Okay, so this is where you have to be careful. And for people to buy cheap, right, maybe consider 2,546. Now, I don't think we'll come back down to this point here, which is 2,493. I don't think so in the near term, because with the US dollar now trading below 100 level, right, it's kind of been clear to all of us that the gold has to go up, because they have a very interesting inverse relationship. So guys, if you want to buy gold, make sure it stays above 2,600. If not, right, it may pull back to 2,546 level. Yeah, this one you just need to be sure on that. Okay. All right. So that is all right, guys. That'll be all for today. I hope you make some money from the market. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.